Okay, so let's jump into this whole medical science liaison thing.
Okay.
You're interested in a career in the medical departments of pharmaceutical companies.
Right.
But you're not a physician.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally possible.
Yeah.
Today we're taking a deep dive into how you can leverage your Master of Science degree for an exciting role as an MSL.
Yeah, you know what's fascinating about this is that the pharmaceutical industry is shifting its focus. It's not just about having an MD anymore.
Gotcha.
They're recognizing the value of having diverse skill sets in their medical departments.
Okay.
Oh,
I came across this program.
Okay.
Diplomado Intensivo, Medical Science Liaison 2025.
Oh, wow.
It's like a crash course to becoming an MSL.
Interesting.
And it's even endorsed by respected institutions in Mexico.
I was just looking at a similar training program.
Oh, really?
Called MSL and Medical Affairs Training.
Okay.
By MSL and Medical Affairs Training.
Okay.
They even offer a course on effective presentations.
That's great, because I was going to say both programs that we just mentioned
Yes.
emphasize soft skills.
Right.
Alongside the scientific knowledge.
Absolutely.
Which seems to be a recurring theme.
Yeah, if we connect this to the bigger picture,
Okay.
MSLs are really that bridge between the scientific and business sides of a pharmaceutical company.
Yeah.
They need to be able to speak both languages.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because they are interacting with leading physicians, conducting research, analyzing data, and advocating for these new therapies.
Exactly.
They're basically like scientific translators bringing all this information to these different groups.
Yeah, and think about it like this.
Okay.
If you're explaining the benefits of a new oral chemotherapy drug to an oncologist,
Right.
you also have to work with the market access team to make sure that the patients can actually access this drug.
Right. So you need to be able to speak everybody's language.
Right. Exactly.
You have to understand their priorities.
Right. And from what I've gathered, it seems like a Master of Science degree in various fields can be your ticket to becoming an MSL pharmacy, chemistry, biotech, nursing, psychology, biomedical engineering, health marketing, all sorts of different things.
It's about having a solid scientific foundation.
Right.
And the ability to apply that knowledge in a dynamic industry.
Absolutely, because it seems like you also need to be comfortable with constant change.
Yes.
Right.
Adaptability is key.
Okay.
Because the pharmaceutical industry is constantly evolving. New therapies and technologies are emerging all the time.
All the time.
So,
yeah, imagine going from like explaining groundbreaking gene therapies one day to then diving into the intricacies of AI-driven diagnostics the next.
Exactly. An MSL needs to be a lifelong learner.
Yeah.
Always ready to adapt and embrace new developments.
Okay, so we've established that the industry is looking for diverse talent.
Yeah, with strong scientific backgrounds. But what are some of the core skills that set successful MSLs apart?
Communication is paramount.
Okay.
Imagine presenting complex clinical trial data to a room full of skeptical physicians.
Yeah.
You need to be clear, concise, and persuasive.
Right.
You need to be able to connect with them.
It's like being a scientific storyteller.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
You're captivating your audience and conveying this complex information in a way that resonates with them.
Exactly. And it's not just about presenting to physicians.
Right.
MSLs also collaborate with marketing teams, regulatory affairs, and even patient advocacy groups.
Yeah, they're not just scientific experts. They're also like diplomats, educators, advocates, navigating this complex web of relationships and stakeholders.
Precisely. And let's not forget about emotional intelligence.
Okay.
MSLs often deal with sensitive situations, like discussing a new treatment option with a physician whose patient is facing a difficult prognosis.
That must require a lot of empathy.
Absolutely.
And a genuine understanding of the human impact of their work.
You have to be able to connect with people on a personal level.
Right.
Build trust and rapport, even in challenging circumstances.
It sounds like an incredibly demanding,
it is,
but also incredibly rewarding role.
It offers intellectual stimulation, personal fulfillment, and the opportunity to make a real difference in the lives of patients.
Okay, so we talked about the essential blend of scientific knowledge, communication skills, and emotional intelligence.
Right.
But what about the practical side of things?
Okay.
How do these training programs actually prepare people for the MSL role?
Well, they offer a mix of theoretical knowledge and practical skills. For example, Diplomado Intensivo has workshops on designing clinical studies.
Wow.
And even role-playing interactions with physicians.
Oh, that's cool.
And then MSL and medical affairs training focuses on building a network of MSLs with events and guest speakers who share their experiences.
So it's almost like a community of practice where people can connect and learn from each other.
Exactly.
And build their professional network.
Yes, and what's fascinating about these programs is their emphasis on both the science and the art of the MSL role.
So the Diplomado Intensivo, it even has modules on emotional intelligence.
Interesting.
And handling change and building resilience.
It's not just about the technical skills. It's about developing the mindset.
Yeah.
And the resilience needed to thrive in a demanding and constantly evolving field.
Right, because being an MSL isn't just about understanding the science.
Right.
It's also about connecting with people.
Yes.
Building trust and navigating complex situations with empathy and emotional intelligence.
Yes.
And then there's also a focus on leadership, right?
Yes.
The Diplomado Intensivo has a session on the responsibility and leadership of the MSL. And the MSL and medical affairs training has a module on language and leadership.
That's crucial because MSLs are often thought leaders in their field.
Right.
They're shaping how healthcare professionals understand and utilize new therapies.
Yeah.
They might lead teams, manage projects, and mentor other MSLs.
So that leadership component really elevates the role beyond just being a scientific expert to becoming someone who can drive change, inspire others, and shape the future of healthcare.
It's fascinating to see how these training programs are equipping individuals with the leadership skills to make a real impact.
Right. And these skills become even more important as the pharmaceutical industry incorporates technologies like AI and machine learning.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
The MSL role is bound to become even more complex.
Yes.
And demanding.
Absolutely. One training video emphasized how MSLs must adapt and embrace new technologies, highlighting how AI can be a powerful tool for data analysis and trend identification.
The instructor even mentioned the expanding role of MSLs beyond just traditional pharmaceutical companies.
Oh, wow.
He gave an example of a company developing a new blood separation device. That needs MSLs to explain the benefits.
Interesting.
To hospitals and blood banks.
Wow. It's exciting to witness the MSL role.
Yeah.
Evolving and adapting to the changing healthcare landscape.
Absolutely.
The skills you develop as an MSL can be applied to various roles and industries.
And it sounds like there are ample opportunities for MSLs to make a tangible difference in people's lives.
Yes.
Right. Because they're at the forefront of bringing these new treatments to patients.
Right.
And empowering healthcare professionals to make more informed decisions.
It's a demanding role.
Yeah.
But the potential for personal and professional satisfaction is immense.
And speaking of personal satisfaction, one training video I watched, it stressed self-care and resilience.
Yes.
For MSLs.
It's essential.
The speaker even shared his personal strategies for stress management and staying grounded.
That's so important because, as we've discussed, the MSL role is challenging.
Yes.
You're constantly dealing with complex information, navigating relationships, and encountering unexpected hurdles.
Right.
So having strategies to manage stress, maintain well-being, and stay motivated is vital.
He specifically mentioned finding activities that help you disconnect and recharge.
Yes.
Whether it's spending time with loved ones, pursuing hobbies, or practicing mindfulness.
Absolutely.
And he also emphasized the importance of a strong support network, both personally and professionally.
Yeah.
Having people to turn to for advice, encouragement, and support.
It's invaluable.
Right, because it seems like self-awareness and self-care are crucial ingredients for MSL success.
Absolutely. Knowing your strengths, your limitations, and your triggers helps you take care of yourself.
Yeah. Manage your energy. And be your best self.
It's like being an MSL is this continuous journey of learning and growth.
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
Constantly expanding your knowledge, honing your skills, and developing resilience.
That's what makes it such an exciting and fulfilling career path.
We've covered a lot about the skills and qualities that make a successful MSL.
We have.
But now I'm wondering, what are some of the common challenges they face day to day?
One of the biggest is navigating the pharmaceutical industry's complex regulatory landscape. You need to stay current on guidelines and regulations and communicate that information clearly and accurately to healthcare professionals.
Oh my gosh, that sounds like a minefield.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Yeah.
But the good news is that both of the training programs that we talked about cover this in detail.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
What other challenges might MSLs encounter?
Managing expectations.
Okay.
MSLs are often caught between the expectations of their company.
The needs of healthcare professionals.
Right.
And the concerns of patients.
So they need to be skilled diplomats.
They do.
Balancing these competing priorities and finding solutions that benefit everyone.
Exactly. And they need to do all of this while maintaining integrity.
Right.
And upholding the highest ethical standards.
So it's a lot of responsibility.
It is.
Speaking of responsibility, what about the challenge of staying up to date in such a rapidly evolving field?
That's a constant challenge.
Yeah.
MSLs need to be constantly reading research papers,
right,
attending conferences, and networking with other professionals to stay on top of the latest scientific developments.
It's like they're information sponges.
Yes.
Continuously absorbing new knowledge and insights.
They do, and they need to be able to synthesize this information and translate it into meaningful insights that they can share with others.
So on top of everything else, MSLs need to be expert learners.
Knowledge translators.
Exactly. They need to identify the most relevant and important information. Distill it down to its essence. And communicate it in a way that's both accurate and engaging.
Okay, so we talked about navigating regulations, managing expectations, staying current.
Yes.
What about the interpersonal challenges?
MSLs are constantly interacting with people, building relationships, and having difficult conversations.
Sure.
This can be rewarding, but it also presents its own set of challenges.
Like what?
Well, for example, they might encounter healthcare professionals who are skeptical of the information presented. Or resistant to changing their prescribing habits.
So they need to be persuasive.
Yes.
But also respectful.
Yes.
They need to build rapport, find common ground.
Yes.
Even with those who hold differing viewpoints.
Exactly. And they need to do it. Without seeming pushy or aggressive.
It's a delicate balance. It is, and it requires a deep understanding of human psychology. And the ability to communicate with empathy and authenticity.
Right. And what about managing relationships within their own company?
That can also be tricky.
Okay.
MSLs often work across multiple departments.
Right.
Each with its own goals, priorities, and culture.
Okay.
They need to navigate these different worlds and build strong relationships with colleagues in various areas of the business.
Well, they're not just scientific experts. They're organizational navigators and relationship builders.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
They need to understand the different perspectives and motivations of their colleagues and find ways to collaborate effectively.
So it sounds like they need to be masters of communication, collaboration, and diplomacy.
They do. And they need to achieve all of this while staying focused on their primary goal, which is ensuring healthcare professionals have the information they need to make the best decisions for their patients.
It's a demanding but incredibly impactful role. I think we've really highlighted the diverse skills and qualities required to succeed as an MSL.
We have, and it's exciting to see how these training programs prepare people for the challenges and rewards of this dynamic career path.
I'm curious, though.
Okay.
What specific qualities or experiences set successful MSLs apart from the rest? Like, what are those extra something specials that make them stand out?
One quality that often distinguishes top-performing MSLs is their genuine passion for science and medicine. It goes beyond just possessing the knowledge. They have a real thirst for understanding how things work and how they can apply that knowledge to improve patient care.
So they're really driven by a deep sense of purpose.
Yes.
A desire to make a real difference in the world.
Exactly. And that passion is contagious. It shines through in their interactions with healthcare professionals, their presentations, and their overall approach to their work.
And what about their interpersonal skills? What makes their interactions with healthcare professionals so effective?
Successful MSLs are often exceptional listeners. They truly understand the needs, concerns, and perspectives of the healthcare professionals that they work with
It's not just about delivering information. It's about building relationships.
Yes.
Fostering trust. Engaging in meaningful dialogue.
Exactly. They approach their interactions with curiosity and empathy.
Right.
Seeking to understand the individual needs of each healthcare professional.
Okay. And what about their ability to handle these difficult conversations?
Okay.
What makes them so adept at navigating those tricky situations?
They remain calm, composed, and respectful, even when faced with challenging questions or pushback.
Okay.
They don't take things personally, and they see it as an opportunity to learn and find common ground.
So they're always prepared.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
They've anticipated potential objections, done their research, thought through how to respond in a way that's informative, but also persuasive.
They're also skilled at framing information in a way that is relevant and meaningful to the individual healthcare professional.
Right. So it's not just about knowing the science.
Right.
It's about tailoring your message to your audience.
Exactly. That requires a deep understanding of human psychology, communication styles, and the art of persuasion.
It sounds like successful MSLs are a rare breed.
They are.
Right.
Yeah.
This combination of scientific expertise, interpersonal savvy, and a deep commitment to patient care.
It's those qualities that make them such valuable assets to the pharmaceutical industry and to the patients they serve.
We've talked a lot about the skills and challenges of being an MSL.
Yes.
But I'm curious to hear more about the personal rewards of the role.
Okay.
What makes it so fulfilling for people?
One of the most rewarding aspects is the opportunity to be at the forefront of scientific discovery. You're constantly learning about new breakthroughs, attending conferences, interacting with leading researchers in your field.
It's like having a front row seat to the future of medicine.
Exactly. And you're not just passively observing.
Right.
You're actively involved in shaping that future by sharing your knowledge and insights with others.
What about the impact on patients?
Okay.
That must be incredibly rewarding as well.
It is. MSLs play a crucial role in ensuring that patients have access to the latest and most effective treatments.
Right.
So by educating healthcare professionals about new therapies, they're helping to improve the lives of countless people.
It must be such a powerful feeling to know that your work is making a real difference in the world.
It is, and it's something that many MSLs find incredibly motivating and fulfilling.
And what about professional growth and development opportunities?
Okay.
It seems like there's a lot of room for advancement in the MSL field.
There is, as we've discussed. The role of the MSL is constantly evolving and expanding.
Right.
This means that there are always opportunities to learn new skills, take on new challenges, and advance your career.
So you're not just stuck in one role.
Right.
There's potential to move into leadership positions.
Yes.
Specialize in a particular therapeutic area, or even transition into other areas of the pharmaceutical industry.
Exactly. The skills and experience you gain as an MSL are highly transferable and in high demand.
So it sounds like a career with a lot of possibilities.
It is.
And a lot of potential for personal and professional fulfillment.
It is. And it's one that is open to people from a wide range of backgrounds, including those with Master of Science degrees in various fields.
So it's not just for doctors anymore.
Not at all. As the pharmaceutical industry evolves and the role of the MSL expands, there's a growing need for talented individuals with diverse skills and perspectives.
It sounds like it's an exciting time.
It is.
To be considering a career as an MSL.
It is. And it's a career path that offers a unique opportunity to combine your passion for science with your desire to make a real difference in the world.
That's a powerful combination.
It is.
And I think we've done a great job of unpacking what it takes to succeed as an MSL.
We have. And I hope this deep dive has been helpful and inspiring for those of you considering this dynamic and rewarding career path.
So what does this all mean for you?
It means that if you're passionate about science, have a strong desire to learn, and are excited about the challenge of building relationships and communicating complex information, then a career as an MSL could be a perfect fit.
And it means that even if you don't have an MD, your Master of Science degree can be your ticket.
Yes.
To an exciting and fulfilling career in the pharmaceutical industry.
Absolutely. With the right training, dedication, and a commitment to continuous learning, you can thrive as an MSL.
And make a real difference in the lives of patients.
Now, before we wrap up part 1 of this deep dive, I want to leave you with a thought-provoking question.
Okay.
As technology continues to advance, how do you envision the MSL role evolving?
Right.
What new skills and knowledge will be essential for success in this field in the coming years?
Okay.
We'll be back in part 2 to discuss this further.
Great.
And explore other key aspects of this exciting career path.
I look forward to it.
Me too. Welcome back to the deep dive.
Okay.
So we've been unpacking this world of medical science liaisons.
Yes.
And now we're stepping into the future a little bit.
Okay.
How will technology shape the MSL role in the coming years?
Well, it's a fascinating question, and I think the answer lies in how MSLs harness emerging technologies.
Okay.
Take artificial intelligence, for example.
Okay.
AI is already revolutionizing data analysis, trend identification, and even treatment personalization.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Imagine an MSL
equipped with AI-powered tools that can instantly analyze clinical trial data, pinpoint relevant research papers, and even tailor communication strategies based on a healthcare professional's specific interest.
Oh, wow. So it's like having a research assistant.
Yes.
That's digital.
Right.
That can pull all this information for you.
Exactly. It's not science fiction.
Oh.
These tools are already in development.
Wow.
MSLs who are comfortable utilizing these tools will have a distinct advantage in providing timely, relevant, and impactful insights to healthcare professionals.
It's like having a virtual assistant.
Yes.
Who can just sift through all this information.
Exactly.
And pull out the pieces that are most relevant.
But it's not just about access to technology.
Okay.
It's about understanding how to use it effectively and ethically.
That makes sense.
MSLs need to be discerning about the information that they share, ensuring accuracy, reliability, and relevance for their audience.
So critical thinking skills are going to be even more critical.
Absolutely. MSLs will need to evaluate information from various sources, identify potential biases, and make sound judgments based on the best available evidence.
So then what about the human element?
Okay.
Will technology replace these personal interactions and relationship building?
Not at all.
Okay.
While technology can enhance communication and make it more efficient, it can never replace the power of face-to-face interactions, empathy, and genuine human connection.
So even in the digital age, those core MSL skills, communication, empathy, relationship building, those are still going to be very, very important.
Absolutely. In fact, they may become even more important as healthcare professionals face information overload from a multitude of sources.
Right. There's so many different places that they can get information from.
Exactly. So MSLs who can cut through the noise and provide personalized, insightful, and trustworthy guidance will be highly valued.
So we're talking about a blend of high tech and high touch.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Leveraging the technology, but still prioritizing that human connection.
That blend will be key to success for future MSLs.
Okay.
They'll need to be comfortable in both digital and physical worlds.
Yeah.
Seamlessly navigating online platforms and face-to-face interactions.
So it sounds like adaptability.
Yes.
And a willingness to embrace these new ways of working.
Absolutely. The MSL role has always been dynamic.
Yeah.
But the pace of change is accelerating. Right. So those who are comfortable with uncertainty, curious and eager to learn, will thrive in this evolving landscape.
And what about continuous learning?
Okay.
Will that become even more crucial as the field advances?
Continuous learning is no longer optional.
Okay.
It's a necessity.
Gotcha.
MSLs need to constantly update their knowledge, expand their skill sets, and stay ahead of the curve.
So it's like they're on this lifelong learning journey.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
They're constantly adding these new tools to their toolbox.
And they'll need to be proactive
Okay.
in seeking out learning opportunities, whether it's attending conferences, taking online courses, or engaging in peer-to-peer learning.
One training program that I watched mentioned omni-channel communication for MSLs.
Yes.
What exactly does that mean?
Omnichannel communication is about creating a seamless and integrated experience for healthcare professionals across multiple channels.
Okay.
Email, phone, virtual meetings, in-person visits, social media, and more.
So it's not just about sending an email or making a phone call.
Right.
It's about strategically using these different channels to reach these healthcare professionals in a way that is best for them.
It requires MSLs to be adept at tailoring their message and approach to the specific channel and the individual healthcare professional they're interacting with.
So it's about really understanding your audience.
Yes.
Right? And how they best consume information.
Right.
And then catering to that.
Yeah.
It sounds like another example of how the MSL role is becoming more complex and demanding.
It is.
But also more sophisticated and strategic.
It is, and it's a trend that will continue.
Okay.
As the pharmaceutical industry embraces new technologies and evolves its approach to engaging with healthcare professionals.
So future MSLs will really need to be these masters of communication, technology, and relationship building.
They do.
They need to be strategic thinkers, adaptable learners, and passionate advocates for their products and companies.
That's a great summary, and they'll need to be driven by a deep sense of purpose.
Yeah.
A commitment to improving patient care, and a genuine passion for the science and innovation driving the future of medicine.
It's an exciting and challenging vision.
It is.
For the future of the MSL role.
And it highlights the incredible value that MSLs bring to the healthcare ecosystem.
We've talked a lot about the evolving MSL role.
Yes.
And the skills needed for future success.
We have.
Now I'd like to explore another important aspect.
Okay.
The different MSL roles. Right. And career trajectories possible within this field.
That's a great segue.
Yeah.
The MSL role is incredibly diverse.
Okay.
With many different paths depending on your interests, skills, and experience.
So it's not a one-size-fits-all job.
Exactly. There's room for specialization and growth in different directions.
Can you give me an example?
Sure. Some MSLs specialize in a particular therapeutic area, like oncology, cardiology, or neurology.
Okay.
Others may focus on a specific type of product, such as biologics, gene therapies, or medical devices.
What about those who are interested in leadership roles?
Okay.
Are there opportunities for MSLs to move into management positions?
Absolutely. Many MSLs progress into leadership roles like senior MSL, regional MSL manager, or even medical science director.
So there's a clear path for career advancement.
Yes.
For those who are ambitious and driven to lead.
There is. And those leadership roles often involve managing teams of MSLs, developing strategies, and working closely with other departments within the company.
What about those who are interested in a more research-focused path?
Okay.
Are there opportunities for MSLs to get involved in clinical trials or other research activities?
Absolutely. Many MSLs have a strong research interest.
Okay.
And there are opportunities to get involved in clinical trial design, data analysis, and publication planning.
So they can kind of combine their MSL role with their passion for research.
Exactly. And some MSLs even transition into full-time research roles within their companies or at academic institutions.
That's fascinating. So it sounds like the MSL career path offers a lot of flexibility and options for specialization and growth.
It does, and that's one of the things that makes it so attractive for people with Master of Science degrees.
Right. It's also a great way to leverage your scientific knowledge and communication skills to make a real impact on patient care.
Exactly. MSLs are at the forefront of medical innovation, playing a vital role in bringing new treatments to patients. And improving healthcare outcomes.
I'm also curious about the geographic mobility of the MSL role.
Okay.
Do MSLs typically work in one location?
Right.
Or is there opportunity to travel or even relocate?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
The travel and relocation involved in an MSL role can vary. Depending on the company, the therapeutic area, and the specific position.
So some MSLs might be based in one location and cover a specific territory.
Right.
While others might travel extensively to meet with healthcare professionals.
And some companies even offer opportunities for MSLs to relocate to different cities or even countries.
So for those who enjoy travel or are open to new experiences, the MSL role can offer exciting opportunities.
You can.
For geographic mobility.
And for those who prefer to stay in one location, plenty of MSL roles are available in major cities and research hubs.
It sounds like there's a lot of variety in location and travel requirements.
There is.
Which makes the MSL role really appealing.
To a wide range of people.
Absolutely. The flexibility of the role is one of its biggest draws. Allowing individuals to tailor their career paths to their specific interests and lifestyle preferences.
I'm also curious about work-life balance for MSLs. Is it a demanding job with long hours?
Right.
Or is it possible to maintain a healthy balance between work and personal life?
That's an important question, and the answer can vary. Depending on the company culture, the individual MSL's work style, and the specific demands of the role.
So some MSLs might have very structured schedules with predictable hours, while others might have more flexibility.
Exactly.
In their work arrangements.
And some MSL roles might require more travel or evening events.
Sure.
Which can impact work-life balance.
But it sounds like there's a growing awareness within the pharmaceutical industry about the importance of work-life balance and employee well-being.
There is. And many companies are offering flexible work arrangements, telecommuting options, and other benefits to help MSLs manage their workload and maintain a healthy balance.
So it's encouraging to hear that companies are recognizing the importance of supporting their employees' well-being.
It is, and it's becoming increasingly important.
Okay.
As competition for top talent intensifies.
Yeah.
Companies that prioritize employee well-being are more likely to attract and retain the best MSLs.
So it's a win-win situation.
It is.
For both the company and the employee.
Absolutely. When employees feel supported and valued, they're more likely to be engaged, productive, committed to their work.
And that translates into better outcomes for patients.
Exactly.
Which is ultimately the goal of the MSL role.
The MSL's primary focus is ensuring healthcare professionals have the information they need to make informed decisions and provide the best possible care to their patients.
And when MSLs feel supported and empowered, they can really do their jobs more effectively.
And make a greater impact.
It's all interconnected. A positive work environment and a healthy work-life balance contribute to the overall success of the MSL in the company.
It sounds like the MSL role is not only exciting and impactful.
It is.
But also evolving.
Yes.
To become more supportive and balanced.
It is. And that's a positive trend that's attracting more talented individuals to this dynamic and rewarding field.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
Exploring the various facets of the MSL role, the challenges, the rewards, the necessary skills, and the potential career paths.
Right.
But before we wrap up this part,
I
want to focus on one specific skill we haven't discussed in detail yet. The art of storytelling.
That's a great point.
Yeah.
Storytelling is a crucial skill for MSLs. And it's becoming even more important as the field evolves.
Why is that?
Well, consider the amount of information that healthcare professionals are bombarded with, daily research papers, clinical trial data, marketing materials, and more.
It's a lot.
It can be overwhelming. So MSLs need to be able to cut through the clutter and present information in a way that's engaging and memorable.
So instead of just presenting the dry facts and figures, MSLs can use stories to illustrate the human impact of their products.
Exactly.
And the science behind them.
They can share stories about patients who have benefited from a particular treatment. Or they can explain complex scientific concepts using analogies and metaphors that are easy to understand.
So it makes the science more relatable. And the data more impactful.
Exactly. And they can help build trust and rapport with healthcare professionals by demonstrating the MSL's empathy and understanding of their patients' needs.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been exploring this world of medical science liaisons.
We have.
And now we're going to step into this digital realm. So how is technology transforming the way MSLs connect and communicate?
It's fascinating to see how MSLs are utilizing online platforms to engage with healthcare professionals in entirely new ways.
One of the training programs that we discussed emphasized using social media to identify key opinion leaders. But it's not just about bombarding everyone with information. It's about carefully crafting your message and understanding the nuances of each platform.
MSLs are becoming more like digital strategists. They need to know which platform is best for reaching a specific audience. Whether it's Twitter for quick updates, LinkedIn for professional networking, or specialized medical forums for in-depth discussions.
And it's not enough to just share a link to a research paper. You need to create engaging content that captures attention and stands out from the constant flow of information.
Absolutely. Think about crafting a compelling social media post that highlights the key findings of a clinical trial. Or creating a short, visually engaging video that explains a complex scientific concept in a clear and concise way.
We talked about Viva-approved emails or VAEs earlier. And that's a great example of how technology can be used to streamline communication while still ensuring compliance with those ethical and legal standards.
It's a game changer. Imagine having a library of pre-approved email templates.
Right.
Covering various topics and tailored for specific audiences.
Yeah.
It saves time, ensures consistency, and allows MSLs to really focus on building relationships and providing valuable insights.
So MSLs aren't just becoming tech savvy.
Right.
They're also becoming content creators and digital marketers.
They are.
Right.
Yes.
They're building their online presence, sharing valuable information, and engaging in thought-provoking discussions.
They are. And they're using analytics to track their impact, see what resonates with their audience, and refine their digital strategies. It's a data-driven approach to communication that allows MSLs to constantly improve their effectiveness.
And we mentioned omni-channel communication earlier.
Yes.
And it seems like a key part of this digital shift.
It's becoming essential. Imagine an MSL seamlessly transitioning between email exchanges with a cardiologist, a virtual meeting with a group of physicians, a lively social media discussion about a new clinical trial, and then an in-person visit to a key opinion leader.
Yeah, so it's about coordinating all of these different ways that people are consuming information.
Exactly. It's about orchestrating a coordinated and personalized experience across all of these channels.
It's like composing this symphony of communication.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
Each instrument, each channel is playing its part harmoniously.
And the conductor in this case is the MSL.
Right.
Carefully selecting the right channel. Crafting the appropriate message. Ensuring a smooth flow of information to the right people at the right time.
It sounds incredibly complex.
It is.
But also exciting.
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
It elevates the MSL role to this whole new level of strategy and sophistication.
It does. And it requires a deep understanding of both the science and the art of communication in a digital world.
So for those of you listening who are tech savvy, love to learn new things, and enjoy connecting with people in this digital space, this is a fantastic opportunity.
It is, and it's just one example of how this dynamic career path is constantly evolving and adapting to the changing landscape of healthcare.
So what does all of this mean for someone considering a career as an MSL?
It means that the MSL role is more dynamic and exciting than ever before. It's a career path filled with opportunities for growth, learning, and making a real impact. But it also demands a unique blend of scientific expertise, communication mastery, and digital fluency.
For those with a Master of Science degree, this is your chance to leverage your knowledge, skills, and passion to make a tangible difference in the world of healthcare.
Absolutely. If you're ready to embrace continuous learning, become a digital pioneer, and advocate for innovation that improves patient care, then the MSL role could be your perfect match.
And as you embark on this journey, remember the power of storytelling.
That's right.
In a world overflowing with information, it's stories that connect, inspire, and drive real change.
It is, and that's a great point to end our deep dive on.
Yeah, I think so too.
We hope you've enjoyed exploring the multifaceted world of MSLs, and we encourage you to continue delving into this dynamic and fulfilling career path.
Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive.
It was my pleasure.
I really enjoyed our conversation.
Likewise, I did too.
And to all of you listening out there, we hope that you learned something today.
We do.
And are inspired to pursue your own deep dive.
Absolutely.
Into the world of medical science liaisons.
It's a fascinating world.
It is.